All right, guys, so I'm going to go through and walk you guys through creating an age structure diagram, right? And so what we're going to be doing is I've given you guys a couple documents. I gave you the directions on the paper if you want written directions. I also share with you guys a populations worksheet, so that way you guys can see how these all go together. Okay, and so right, and so what I'm going to be doing, right? So I gave you guys this document here. Okay, and so what it's doing is it's showing you the age structures, okay, of Japan in 2010 and the age structure of Haiti in 2010. And so our job is to go through and we're going to try to make an age structure diagram. Okay, age structure diagrams are ways that we can look at different populations from a visual standpoint. Okay, and so right, and I'll show you guys a couple examples of these in class, but I mainly want to focus on how you actually create this. And so what I want to do to make this a little bit easier, okay, I'm going to go through, I'm going to hit insert, a column to the left of the male population, okay, and a column to the right of the female population. Okay, and what that does is that just gives me a little bit more room to work with. Okay, and so now what I want this is in terms of millions. Okay, so I'm going to say males in terms of millions, so I use a capital M. Okay, and over here off to the side, females, we also want those in millions as well, so I put in the parenthesis uppercase M. Okay, and so the way that I can do that is you could do them each individually. You'd say 2.597, okay, or 2.6, right? And you could do it that way as well. I just wanted to show you a little bit faster way. So you hit equals this number here divided by, that's the button just to the left of the right shift. Okay, and then you want to divide by a million, so 1 with 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and what this does is this rounds it to 3. And so I want a little bit more accuracy than that. So I just go to Format, Number, and then click on Number again. Okay, and so I'm going to do the same thing over here. So that way both these two are both formatted to number and number. So that way it can save me time later. Okay, and so now if I wanted, Sheets has a really cool function where basically you just click on this little square here, just double click on it. And what that will do is that will put all those in for all the different ones that we can do. Okay, so ignore that part. Okay, and now for females, now that I have this here, so now I could hide this, okay, because I don't so much need it. Don't delete it, or else your numbers will change. Okay, that's what happens if you delete it. Okay, and so just go to hide because we're using those numbers. We're just not using them. Okay, so here I'm just going to put equals. Click here, divided by, again, that's the button just to the right of the right-hand shift, negative 1,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so negative 2.46. Okay, I double click on that. Okay, and now that gives me all of the numbers for the bottom ones. Okay, and so now what I did was I just merged those two together. Okay, so I'm just kind of cleaning up my workspace. Okay, go click here for borders, and I want all the boxes. Okay, so that way it all looks like one. Okay, so now I don't need the females in here anymore. Okay, so I hide that one. Okay, and so now I have all my data together. Okay, so you can either continue to do it this way and add the chart now, right? For me, I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to do essentially the same thing. So I'm going to insert one to the left, okay, and insert one to the right. Okay, because I want them to be the exact same. Now what I can do is I can take this over here, I can copy it, okay, because I don't want to type in the equation again. Okay, so I just hit paste, and what it does is it automatically takes the one just to the side of it. I double click. Okay, so again, this one I'm going to do male in millions. Okay, and then off to the side here, okay, I can also, okay, I can actually take both those two and paste them. Okay, now notice how this number is not the same as that number because this is an equation. Okay, and what it's doing is it's taking a look at M8, which is this guy here, okay, and not the other one. Okay, so what you could do, you could actually make it so that you do it all in one time. So you copy and paste. That way I don't have to add the borders. Okay, so shift here, Okay, I want to bring those together. I merge the cells. Okay, again, I can get rid of both these two columns. Okay, and so now my data is all together. Okay, so now to do the last part, to make the actual age structure diagram, I'm going to hold down Shift and the bottom button. Go to Insert, and I want to do a chart. And it's thinking about it. Okay, now it tries to help you out, but in this case it didn't work as well as you might hope. Okay, and so what I want to go do now is I want to do this one here or any other type of horizontal chart as well. I like this one because it has the title for me, so that way I don't have to add it later. Okay, and so now in this one, these grid lines, so I don't so much want the grid lines. You can, if you would like the grid lines, you can keep them. Okay, and so, but what I am going to put up here is this is Japan 2010. Okay, and so Japan population in 2010. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to move this guy down to the bottom. Okay, so that way I have them all together. And essentially I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and I go to Insert, Chart. Okay, again, the same idea. Okay, well, we don't want that. Now I want it this way. Okay, and so now in this one, we're going to have Haiti. Okay, population of Haiti in 2010. Okay, and so using these age structure diagrams, we can go through and we can tell a lot about what's going to happen in a population. Okay, and so these guys here. So now once I have them both here together, hey, so you have a whole bunch of little kids, and so if we compare these two, so like in Japan, right, 45 to 49 range, there's about a little less than 4 million females, right, and a little about 4 million males. Okay, and so now in Haiti, right, we go across 40 to 45, right, so they're going to be 0.25 million, so 250,000 people. Okay, and so now you can tell as right, Haiti doesn't have nearly as good a medicine. People don't live as long. Okay, so like in here you have right, this many people living to 90 to 95, and so in Haiti there's none. Okay, so they don't tend to live as long. Okay, so that's kind of the way that we make the age structure diagram and basically how it is used. Okay, thanks for watching.